Welcome everyone. This is Will, KMac Vintage, coming to you on a Friday morning. Here it is almost 11. It is 10:57. Remember I am on Central Time. Nice and sunny day outside right now. Looking out the window and seeing here. I took a day off yesterday and a bit slow starting this morning. I had a lot of other things to get done and so forth. So First off, I'd like to say thank you for all of the supporters on the coffee site. You can get there by going to kmacvintage.com. It'll take you to the coffee site. And there you can see some of the great items that we have in our shop. My team consists of actually three people, me, Jake, and also Joakim out of Sweden. Um, so we work on some things that are our own actually creation, and a lot of things are other people's creations that we give credit to. And what we do is we make those items available for others. We don't take the credit for it. We don't want to take the credit for it. The person that created the item is the one that did all of the brain work. But the thing is that a lot of these creators don't want to sit here and buy 30 boards and build the things and send them out to people and so forth. And a lot of people don't want to just buy five boards, buy the parts individually, source them, and then solder it and have the product. So um, we do communicate with almost every single creator that we can find, and we tell them what our intentions are, and we end up working with them and doing it. One of those people is actually downtown Doug Brown. He's the creator of the original. He created ROM Sims, aftermarket, nicer ones, um, from all different sizes, all the way up to actually 8 megabytes now that we have. I don't have one here because I sold it. Anyway, and he also created the actually ROM Sim programmer that he was offering for a while there. Then it went to actually Big Mess of Wires to offer it. But in 2019, Big Mess of Wires stopped actually making them and selling them because it was very hard to get the items that they needed. Since then, the project has been dormant. So I contacted Doug Brown and explained to him what I would like to do, and believe it or not, he actually joined our team. So we are working together with him. Um, we are released. We have already released the 2023 version of the Doug Brown ROM Sim programmer. We've done some modifications to it, but it works. It's great. It's amazing. Doug Brown has even updated the actually bootloader, a new version of the firmware, and new versions of the utility client that we can run on Windows or Mac, and it run on the Apple Silicon Macs. He has an M2, and he runs it on that without any problem. So do make sure you have the updated version, because the older version of the software on Apple especially has some issues. It will not run correctly. Now, if you have an older machine, then you do need, not sure if you need the older Mac client. It may work with the new one too, but I don't. My oldest Apple is an actually 2020 laptop, so on that, and mine is an actually Intel based, and I use the latest version and it works. So anyway, I have an M1 sitting over there on a desk that you can't see over there in the corner, um, and I have not ran it on that, so I can't tell you. So anyway, we have a lot of great projects on there, a lot of great items that we're selling. Right now, a lot of items are out of stock because our first initial sale of the ROM programmers, I made 10 of them. They all sold. I then shipped them from Cayman up to my friend, our team member Jake in North Carolina, and he shipped them all out yesterday. And I updated everyone that purchased anything in that time now have the tracking numbers and everything, and the items are on their way to you. If you have an item that requires software, please go to our GitHub page. Um, what is it? KMac-team. Yeah. Um, yeah, github.com/kmac-team. That is our team actually GitHub page, and on there there is a repository called the ROM Sim Programmer. You can go in there, and then from in there, you will find some new information and links to the actually Doug Brown GitHub, where he is physically releasing all the software. It's easier for us to link to his page. That way, it's only one place that you can find the software, the actually latest software, instead of having his GitHub and ours. So we link back to his, and from his you can download everything. Um, the the actually ROM programmers have the latest bootloader and the latest firmware on them already, so you should not have any problem. Please make sure you are using a correct USB cable. There are some cables that are only power that will not communicate with the D minus and the D plus. So make sure you have one good. Um, the ROMSIM programmer, if you launch the utility program on your PC or your Mac, it will start, but it will say that it can't find a programmer. Once you plug in the programmer and you turn the switch on, the LED will come on, and the system should find the programmer, and the software should automatically switch over and show you some more information on the screen. Very simple to use, very self-explanatory. It's got some great tools in it, some actually great benefits in it. So maybe later on I'll do another separate video on how to use the software and so forth. But um, right now I just wanted to update people on what's happening with the actual shop site. Um, the items have all shipped. Everyone has bought some stuff in the past 10 days. Everything is shipped. I only have two outstanding order, and I think both of them Jake is taking care of today. So I need to find out from him if he's taking care of them. If he's taking care of them today. The other thing is that I have a lot of new parts coming in. They are in Miami right now. At my forwarder. Unfortunately, they will not leave Miami until Monday. They'll get to Cayman Monday afternoon, then about 3 days to clear customs. So you're looking at Thursday, Friday before I will have my hands on those products. In there are things for me to build. I think 20 more programmers, 20 more 4 megabyte ROMs, and 20 more 8 megabyte ROMs. So I'm hoping by a few days after that, I'll have some of these available on our site again. The other thing that's coming too is my T48 programmer, because I need to be able to program the PIC16 1704 chips. I need those for the Tash 20s, so I have those coming. I have also 400 pins coming for our 3D printed, resin printed DB19 connector. So I'll be able to make a slew of those and make them use them on my Tash 20s that I need and so forth. We're expecting some video releases soon from other content providers, especially one from James Wages, JDW, that is in actually Japan. He's going to be doing a video for related from the KMac vintage items that we have sent him, which includes one of our meters like this with a new case. Includes the adapter dongle, so you can connect these two together with a normal ADB cable, and then plug this into the back of the machine, and this can be somewhere else, and you can still see your readings. Very handy device, very well printed, very solid product. Macometer, it's being called. I don't know if you can see the name there. Yeah, Macometer. And even on the screen, it's kind of small, but I don't know if this will pick it up. Let's see if it will focus. Yeah, you can see negative 12, 5, and 12 written on the case there. So you know what the voltages are. That's the new case design. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to show an old ROM programmer, because even mine that I had, which was the purple one, which was the first versions that we sold, I packed it up and sent it to Jake and sold it. I can work with this one. This one does everything. This is just the actually prototype, so I work with that. I would rather have send it out to a customer and have them get it and so forth. So anyway, so we will have a lot of this stuff back online soon in the shop. One item that is there also, which is the well, James in the video is going to talk about the actually macrometer, the actually ROM sim programmer, the 4 MB ROM, the 8 MB ROM, and the actually memory that we offer. Um, we have well, that's the old version. Let me see if I have. Yeah. Okay, this is normal. These are the normal ones. This is a normal 4 actually megabyte 30 pin sim that we offer. Um, so these are nothing special with them, but then we also have a version that is like this, and this one has some extra things. It has two actually resistors and two LED and a controller chip on the back there. And basically this is the actually blink RAM. So it adds LEDs to your machine. Um, the LEDs has some benefits. Okay, first off, it just looks cool. I mean, I can make LEDs with I can make them just about any color. I've been focusing right now on actually red and blue. The LED blink routine is tied into the read-write pin of the actually RAM chips. So if you think of what it's doing, where it's tied, imagine how well of an actually diagnostic help your RAM can be sitting in a board and you're looking to see and you boot it up, you hear a chime or you hear something, but you don't see the RAM, you don't see the LED lights blinking, or they're blinking very slow, or they're not moving. That's a great tool. That tells you, hey, I have some actually communication problem with actually some of this RAM. Okay, so it's a great diagnostic tool also to have. Do you need all four of them blinking? No, but it's your choice. I mean, if you want four blinking Sims, you buy four. If you only want one or two, you buy one or two and buy one or two normal. I do have to say though, on the SE30, um, Bank A or Bank Zero, whichever way you want to call it. Some people call it Bank A. On the actually latest schematics, it is called Bank One. Well, sorry, Bank Zero, and Bank B is called Bank One. That is on the redrawn schematics. Okay. For some reason, I've only gotten to see Bank Zero or A blink. I put blink RAM in um, Bank 1 or Bank B, and for some reason it doesn't want to blink. I need to find out why. If it's, I can't see it being, I mean, it's still getting a read-write signal. It's still, but I think maybe it's got to do more with upper RAM and lower RAM and when it's used and so forth. So anyway, I need to take a SE30, overload it, put a lot of stuff on it, and see what happens. So anyway, so rambling off about a lot of things here. Um, 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 Hold on. I just heard someone knock at the door. I'm going to pause the video and I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. That was the AC guy that was checking to see about his work that he did yesterday, if everything is running okay. So anyway, um, so yeah, we will have a lot of new things later, but please be sure to actually look at the RAM. They're already built RAMs. The thing is that I decided to build them because a lot of people, end users, just can't solder it, or so forth. But if you're someone that wants some of the bare boards, contact me. Give me a shout. KMacVintage at um, Gmail. You can find me there. You can find me from the actually the KMacVintage.com site. Go to the coffee and then you can email me from there. Another thing is support the page. Great, it'll be helpful. I can buy some more stuff. I can just about every dollar that I get and then some. I mean, a lot of my own funds go into these products and this channel. Any cost recovery that I get, I turn around and I put it right back into the products. I don't really pocket any of it. I may use some of it to buy like another board or something off of eBay, or I may use it for shipping products to me, because it's not as easy as you all living in the States or any part of the world, any other parts where you buy from Mauser and then it's actually UPS directly to your house. Okay. Um, I'm not in the U.S., as y'all know, so I have to send the stuff to an actually freight consolidator forwarder in actually Miami. then I have to notify them that this product is coming. This is the tracking number, where it's coming from, what the dollar value is, what the item is, and also provide them actually invoices. They then process it on their side. I see it on their website. I have to go then and pay them a fee because they charge for doing all this work that they're doing, and they charge for the freight that they'll do by air from Miami to actually Cayman. Like my Mauser order that um, they just got, I had to pay $30.25 more, but that is the freight and the handling for it to come to actually Cayman. Then once it gets to Cayman, then I have to wait a couple days, and it's got to get cleared by customs. Now the actually freight forwarder local agent here will do all that work. So because they already have the invoice, they know what the product is. And by the way, up in Miami, they open up every single box and they take pictures of it and check it, and then confirm what the products are, and then send it, and then actually close it back. Which in that order, I have purple LEDs coming for the actually blink RAM, so I can do custom RAM too if you want it. If you want certain colors, I can do that. I have various different colors. Anyway, so then about 3-4 days after the item arrives, then the local agent has it from customs after they clear it and process it, and then I can go there, and then I have to pay them here again also the actually duty. This is the amount custom charged for the import of those products into the island. So you can see how much times I have to pay and how much time it takes for the items to actually come to me. But anyway, I know I'm boring y'all with a video here that's got really nothing to do with some computer work yet, right? So anyway, let's get to the fun stuff, huh? What am I working on? What is this? This is the Macintosh Portable, and I want y'all to see what I'm getting. Oh, the SCSI is still connected. Let me give it some power here. Um, yeah, I need to put the battery in or else it will not run. It doesn't need the 9 volt, but it does need this one. Okay, now at least with that screen like that, let me move my coffee out of the way. Speaking of coffee, okay, so we get a chime. It comes up. Let me see if I can get you a bit better view here. Um, Shoot, and I got my memory card reader busy. Another machine doing something. All right, give me a second here. I need to go to my other Mac here, and I can change this file name. Give me 1 second here. It should be booting 608. I have 608 on the. All right, well, let me just rename these. Let me get rid of. All right, let's see if that will do it. Sorry, I just had to rename the file name. I was trying something yesterday or 2 days ago. All right, let's put this memory card back in here. The SCSI drive needs power. If you want to see what I'm doing back there, okay, I have to give the SCSI power. Okay, I got rid of those lines that were like this because that's with the cable down here, but I still got this one here and a little bit here, so I'm not sure what that is. If anyone can give me an idea, it'd be greatly appreciated. Maybe it's some caps or just damaged screen. I don't know if there are caps in here. I don't know. I'll have to find out what there is in there. Okay, you see, so it booted 608 without any. I mean, there it is. That is so strange. I still see this, but I never gave it an actually ID number. You see, and then this is what starts happening. Okay, so it's like the OS is crashing, and could be various things. I mean, could be a memory problem. Could be CPU not connected good to the board, some corrosion. Could be ROM chips. I have not cleaned those yet. I haven't done anything with those yet. Um, it could be a cap that is making contact with a trace that's running very close to it that is has some problem. I mean, here we go again. Let's go back into it. You see? And the other thing that I've noticed too is that on the switches, I can push the reset and it will reset. But if I push the terminal, I'm not getting nothing. Okay. So I get all sorts of errors, all different errors while booting this up. You can see my fan spinning there in the back. uh, oh, there's a chicken outside. Yes, here in Cayman we have a lot of local free range chickens, you can call them, that are just your pets in the neighborhood. Um, you see, it's the funny to see now, it says actually illegal instruction. So yeah, the actually chickens are funny. They're all over the place, all over the place. And one of the biggest tourist attractions in town for the actually cruise ships is the actually chickens, right? So why you say that? Well, in town we have an actually Kentucky Fried Chicken right in town that people, cruise ship passengers walk right by and all this. And for some reason, there are always a lot of chickens hanging out outside a Kentucky Fried Chicken outside the front. It's because people feed them. But so the chickens are eating chickens and different things and so forth. And but what the funny thing is of that is that the people are taking pictures of them like actually crazy. So anyway, so the chickens are a big tourist attraction. See, now that one that comes up. See, it's very odd, very strange behavior. I'm still having some coffee. Yes, I need some coffee still. Uh, so, what can we do about this? Well, only thing I can do is just start analyzing this board and actually rechecking all my traces, all my caps, and so forth, and see where things are and so forth. So I'm going to let's see if I can shut. I never tried shutting it. You see, it's an unimplemented trap. Anyway, we're gonna ignore that. That's out. Scuzzy, that's out. Unplug you. Take out battery. Alright, so we are going to take this machine back apart. Let me fix my camera view here for you. Uh, my top view. This is my camera up on top of my desk. Okay, so we're just gonna slowly take these things back out. I need to get. I love how this machine is. I mean, it's one of the easiest ones to really take apart, but you do have a lot of stuff to take apart. I mean, that's um, okay. So I got one more to get at is to here now. There are clips here that I have to undo, and this board will just pop right out. There we are. I'm gonna move all this to the ground. And we're gonna go to the scope view. Let me just clear up some space here. Alcohol bottles here are getting pretty empty. Give me a second here. I'm just cleaning off my mat. It's very sticky. I got 3 pieces of pins there I can't lose. And the other thing I need to do is that my alcohol bottles here are very empty. Okay, so what are some of the problems I think this could be? Okay. Um, all right. I've already removed these 3 chips here, 1, 2, 3, and cleaned them off and put them back. I have not done the ROM. These are the 2 ROMs. All this is memory. Okay. Um, Over here, I have taken off the 2 sound chips. Oh, no, you can't see it. Okay, hold on. These two here I've taken off. I've taken off these 2. Those are transistors there. I've taken them off and cleaned them. My worry is the size of these caps. You see how big they are? And their trace is running very close. Okay, and this is coming from the VLSI chip. Um, if anything, there's one cap here. If we go to the scope view, I can show you a lot better by what I mean by that. Um, okay, we see that chip. We see those traces right there. Okay, you see right here, and it's exposed, and you see how close this cap is. The metal plate could be touching that. Okay, I'm not too worried about this one. This one too, I am a bit worried about it because it got that trace running right there. Okay, and these traces are coming from the video chip, um, or it could be even further down. I mean, but I think I'm gonna replace this one. It's a 4716. I mean, the board works. That's the thing. So the issue is intermittent. So I'm somewhat leaning towards some issues with some caps or um, grounding issues. Uh, Got a lot of things on order. Anyway, um, what I have is I have some smaller 4716 caps, and these are quite smaller. Okay. The only thing is I've used these before on something and they blew. So I can't tell you. All right, look at my. Okay, so I have some caps. You can see how much smaller they are, but they are 4716s. They're supposed to be exactly the same. So we're gonna replace some caps here. Let me turn this board around so I can work better this from this angle. Move my coffee again. All right, you got a good view there? Yeah. Now, your focus, okay, uh, I could focus on the writing on top, but I'm focusing more on the traces on the board. So the writing may look a little, the actual writing on the cap may look a little bit out of the focus. I'm more into focusing the writing on the board because then if that is focused good, then you can see the actually trace as well. All right, so we're gonna remove some of these caps and I'm gonna put on the smaller ones. This is the first easier task to do. You see how close I was there? Look at that. So sorry if I rambled off a little bit there at the beginning, but I'm just very happy. I mean, I'm very pleased with how well um, the sales of the items are going and so forth. I'm gonna clean this off a little bit because I'm gonna put down some solder mask also. I don't even have my iron plugged in yet. I'm using it at 300 degrees Celsius. Okay, I'm just gonna scrape off that extra solder. Now the other thing that I'm doing, now I'm not pulling really on the wick. I'm letting it float under my iron. I'm using the iron tip to move it around, but at the same time I'm also coating those traces. And now over here, sorry if it's at an angle. I'm doing the same thing here. I'm gonna take off this extra solder, but at the same time I'm gonna coat some of these traces here that look a little bit rough and clean them. Okay. Now I will clean this. It needs to be clean and dry for the solder mask. All right, hold on. I want to see where my pink tips are. Um, yeah, here they are. Those of you that are in the States or anywhere that has a decent, good hobby shop, right? Hobby Lobby in the US is amazing. You may never think that, oh my God, I'm going to find things there that I can use, right? I can tell you, I have here tweezers, picks, cutters, solder suckers, um, wire, um, bottles, containers, um, sanding strips, and so forth. I mean, very fine little sanding strips. But one of the other things that I buy are like these little brushes. They're in something that says this super fine hobby brushes for detailed application of paint, adhesives, lubricant, and solvents. This is the size of them, 10, and they don't cost much, $4. And I use the hell out of it. They're very good for applying solder mask and other things in a precise area that you may want it. So you see, so I put a little bit like this out and I come with my brush and I just pick it up. Then now I can coat it, you see. And I'll take from my big blob here and apply it in different areas. Those two I'm not too worried about, or this one, because it's only one trace. But you see here, it's so close. But still, it's good to protect it. And be careful where I go because I didn't clean all up here too well. But you see, that solder mask is going to add a layer of protection that anything there cannot short out. Okay. So I put that brush then in my little cup there that holds other things like Q-tips and so forth. I can use that brush over and over a couple times. Now for you to see what I'm doing is I'll get my UV light and I'm shining my UV light onto the solder mask. I need to replace these batteries, but I think I used one, two. Yeah, I used my AAA and something. I have two of them left, but I need a third. Let's see what's happening on Discord. Ron released a short. Signatures inside my Macintosh 2. Some chatter going on. Always good. Let me see where some of my products are. Well, I let this light dry. So also on the ROM programmer, Joachim is in the process of building the case, designing the case. Once we have that done, Jake has a bamboo printer, and he's gonna print out a couple prototypes and test it. He does have a programmer board now, so he's gonna do what he can with that. Um, So anyway, I'm still letting this UV dry here. I want it to dry good. Okay, so okay, that's pretty good and dry. Okay, now you may wonder, okay, well, why did I remove that cap, right? And let's take a look at a cap upside down. And you see that? You see that bigger pad? So if that cap was like this, it could have been making contact with that, you see, because of this. You see, this surface area is much larger than this. So depending where I place that, it could be making contact. Okay, so on something like this, you gotta worry because, I mean, yeah, if you were to put it way over here on this side, like actually this, I would say, okay, yeah, no, it's not. But if you're like this or like this, you could very easily do it. Okay, so now if I go use a smaller cap, I still don't trust these caps too much though. Uh, Straight out, I just don't feel. I need to get some writing on the board for me to see. Okay, your focus should be good there. Okay, now this cap is real small, but at least I think it'll be better off. Okay, let's go solder these on. Let me put some solder on my tip. I don't like soldering from this position. The caps may be a little bit too, well, it's what I have though, that's the problem. Now y'all saw me reheat this side and twist it to line it up. Then I went to this side and I just touched it, okay? When you do a twist like that, you're putting strain on this end. So I went back and I just liquefied the solder and then that took away the actually strain. I actually heard it go pop, okay? Because that's just removing the strain and you got to do that with actually ICs also. Sometimes when you're aligning chips on the board and you're doing individual legs, a lot of times you have to release the actually pressure. Mm, okay. All right. Now, before I remove more, I'm gonna look at the other big caps. Okay. Here I'm okay. There I'm okay. Because there's nothing else around that. Okay. All of this here looks fine. I come down here. There's a cap here, and there's no other traces around it. So that one is okay. Okay. I could use some solder mask right there. Think I grabbed a bit too much. That's okay. Okay, now we go to these other caps that are over here. There's one right here. And this is one I had to make a pad for, but that's fine because there's no other traces around it. There's only two traces going to that. One is a negative side, one's a positive side, so there's nothing there that could be causing interference. We come over here, and I need to move my scope a bit. I don't like this hybrid card, but you know what? It is what it is. Okay, this one here, I'm not too worried about that first one. It's got two traces. Okay, let me explain this one here to you. All right, so we got negative coming from here over to here to this cap. That's fine. Okay, then we have positive coming out of this via here, which I had to do a bridge. I had to repair that pad. It comes to there, goes to there, and then on down and comes out of this one. Um, this negative could be touching that. Okay, because this is the positive side here. This is coming along from here, running here, going to the chip, going to this resistor. This is the positive side. Is it? Yeah. And then this one's coming out, the negative here. Not a positive two going to here. So, what could it be? This one I'm not worried about, and this one I'm not worried about. This one here a little bit. So, what we could do, and I don't think it is messed up too bad down there. But what I'm gonna do here is you're gonna see I'm gonna heat this back up, and I'm gonna try to twist that a little bit out that way to move it away. I'm moving that base away. That's not even fastened. That could be my issue. Yeah, we'll have to fix that. But I still want to try to move this one out of the way a little bit more. Alright, what I want to do is I want to try to bring the solder more under it because I need this to attach to here. Alright, I want to switch to my other soldering iron because that one's got the fine point on it. Okay, now that's fastened, you see? Because what I did was that I came under it and I heated it up with my tip. Okay? And while pushing down, and then that will attach to the bridge I had to fix there. Alright, so let's clean this up. Then we're back to testing again. Has this fixed anything? Oh, there's still 2 more caps to look at though. But it's alright, I can start cleaning up some of this stuff here. Put that back away. Where did I put my cap? Oh crap. Where did my cap for my solder mask go? Ah, there it is. It was under the board. I stored my solder mask in a dark place. I don't keep it out. It's just better that way. Alright, let's make some room here on the bench so we can bring all this stuff back and plug it all back in and test again. That's where that sucker went. Alright, let's get the pieces I need. Can't tell you how many times I've already assembled this machine together. Let's switch cameras for you. Alright, here we are. Um, make sure I'm recording. Yes, already an hour into it. And let's put this board on here. Oh, this trackball is so nice to use. SCSI, powering it up, battery. Give this thing power. The capacitors didn't go pop yet. Coffee, where are you? Here you are. Let's push scope out of the way. Mm-mm. You know, with this warning coming up about the system files and this and that, it's making me wonder if it's between the swim and the SCSI. I think those are my next two targets. For some reason, the memory test from Snooper always fails on a portable. Don't know why. I'm not the only one that's had this happen. I've had other people also say the same thing. He's gonna come and say bad. See? Bad. Now it locks up for a bit. I don't know why. And it will continue in a few seconds. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I also need to look and see why that interrupt switch is not working. See, now it continues. Doing the PRAM test. See, all the other ones are going to come up and say, okay. But it's just waiting a while in between them. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know. Could it be a memory controller chip, a buffer, one of those gate chips? See, now it freezes up again a little bit. I lost it again. It's frozen again a little bit. It'll come back in a minute. It's funny. It sensed it's the portable because look at the drawing. It's exactly like the portable. But yet the memory test fails. I had the cursor there for a minute. 12 o'clock for me. 11:58. So 12 o'clock. You see, it's like freezing. It's like freezing now and then. The interrupt is not working. Reset this. Okay? But I'm not gonna reset it. All right. So we really didn't get anywhere new. You can stay in it. I don't need to take it out. Okay. Get the board back out. I'll leave these things here. Okay, so let me switch cameras back. Swim. Looks a little rough. Let's take it off. Right by some plastic there, so let me put up. I put a little shield there. Oh, let me zoom out so you can see more of what I'm doing. Okay, so here's a swim chip. I put up a shield right here. And I'm gonna loosen it up. I can smell some of that capacitor juice. Oh, yes. Maybe we found our culprit. Doesn't look like any damage, but it could have just been dirty and something not loose. So let's take a zoom in and see what we can see. Trying to see if I see anything out of the ordinary, like broken traces, pads. No, I don't really see anything there. Oh, I need to switch irons. So let's clean this up and put on some flux. I may put a socket This is a standard PLC. Um, put a socket there might be a bit better for me. I'm doing cleaning these pads. Oh, I can get rid of my shield. Did you all see that? That was very loose. Very, very loose. Because as soon as you see that, I knew it. See? Broken. The same thing as what happened to the other one. Y'all saw that? I can smell that cap juice right now. Oof. This broke. This ferret bead broke. See, when I touch that side, the other side should not move. I mean, wait for that to go solid. You see, it's not moving. But that one, as soon as I touched it, it moved. See, look, see? Get solid. Okay. This one is a different story. This one, that side, this ferret bead is fine. These things are not flowing good because they don't have flux on them. And as soon as I put flux, the solder joint gets a lot nicer. Let's check this one. You see how that's staying put? I let that become solid again. I touch this side. That one, no, this one loose too. Yep, look at that. Look at that. Both of them broken. And smell that juice. Now, you may want to be wondering what is the key of these ferret beads. Okay, these two ferret beads are part of the always on 5 volts. This is what keeps your memory going. Okay, that's the power that powers your memory. Okay, so if that 5 volts disappear because the ferret bead is bad, then your machine is gonna crash. You see, let me get. I want to use some wick that's a bit wider. I don't. Because this one in here, this is the 0.1. No, I don't want to use the 0.1. That's 0.1. 0.1, 0.12. Okay. This one is a little bit wider. Guys, I'll be right back. Let me run to the restroom for 1 minute here. I've been trying to put it off, but I need to go. So give me 1 sec. Give me a bit. I'll be right back. All right. Okay, I'll come back. Let's finish cleaning up these pads. Then we're gonna see about maybe putting a socket down on this for this chip instead of soldering it back on the board. Um, this really makes me wonder about how the other ferret beads are. And those ferrite beads help control the constant 5-volt power. And you can see it's tied into the swim chip. You can see, and boom, here and here. It's very strange to see those ferrite beads broken like actually that. This is three of them now that I found. Okay. Okay, so let me brush this off. I'm gonna see if a socket will fit without interfering too much because the space is a little tight. Can't believe 3 broken ferrite beads already. I need to check some of those other ones that are on here. Let's see where there's some more like that. Most of the other ones are the bigger ones. On the bottom side, I think there's some of those. No, I don't see them. I guess they put all the fairy beads on top. But good thing I have them, so... Hey, sorry, I'm just cleaning up to get some space here. Alright, let's see if one of these pockets can fit. Alright, so you should be able to see the whole area. See, I'm getting over that ferret bead. I see, no, I can't use a socket because too many things way too close. So we will just put that back on the board the way it should be. But before that, let's take a look at the chip itself. Legs are nice and clean. Just for safety though, let's just give it some heat and we will... Oh, how is your focus? Okay. I just want to give it some heat here. Hunger's starting to hit me. May have to pause the video to go cook and come back. So unfortunately, I cannot use sockets. Would have been nice, but all right. We'll solder back on. Okay. Yeah, I can zoom this out a little bit and still see it. I'm trying to give you the full view of when I solder this back on. All right, let's focus. All right, so what I need to do is I need to make pillows. I like to use heat when I put these back on. So I need the pillows. Then I will heat up the pillows with the air, and then I'll place the chip. So we put on some nice new fresh pillows. Okay, so pillows are there. I'll put down a little bit more flux. And bring the air back. With this now, I need to see how this chip goes on. Like this. Basically, I'm just heating up these pads and getting them liquid. I don't. It doesn't matter if all of them are not liquid yet. Okay, you see what I did was I just secured this side and these two pins here. Now I'm gonna heat up the rest, like on this side. While I push down, they'll become liquid. I'll go to this side. Okay, so now I'm just pushing down a little bit to make sure it makes good contact. Well, all those pads become solid again, and I should be on good. Okay. Um, in this situation, I want to do a continuity test. But for this, I need to use my clips. So give me 1 second here for me to find them and set this up. Where are my two clips? I think they should be in this one. There's the black. Red, not in that one. And there you are. There's the red. Would have been the last tray I checked. I normally try to keep them all together. All right, what I do is, I'll show you in a minute when I get back to the scope view. All right, I take my two dental tools that I have that are the fine point. I clip one side. So now basically what I can do is I'll come in here, I'll touch the pad. These cables sometimes give me trouble. I need to buy some new meter cables. See, it's nothing to do with the contacts. My cables are going bad. See? One of the batteries in my meter are starting to go bad. Because this should not be happening as often as it is. See, I'm not even getting tone. By testing it like this, then I know that the chip is connected to the board. Okay. Okay, so we're good. Let me switch these back around. I'm gonna start keeping these clips in the bin that I keep with my picks. My mother sent me a message when she sent me today. Anyway, okay, now I need ferrite beads. I have those here. Luckily, I have them for the SE30 boards. I put two of them there on the board. All right, so let's throw on those ferrite beads. And we will see if that may solve our problem. Could be because they are critical. If the ferrite beads are not good, they're gonna cut the connection to the RAM and so forth, and anything that needs the constant 5-volt power. And I'm gonna turn the board. I don't like soldering from this angle, so I'm gonna turn it, and that should be right in your view. Yep. And where are my other tweezers? I want to use my other ones. I'm letting it become solid, and I'm gonna go and add some more on this side. These ferrite beads are a bit smaller in size, physical size, compared to what I took off, so that's why I want some better solder. But okay. Cleaning time. Sorry, you may not see this in view probably because I didn't move the scope. I turned the board back around. We'll come back to the scope in a second. Okay, there we are. Angle side there. It's corner, corner, corner. So the chip is oriented good. Ferrite beads are down. Shall we give it a test? Scuzzy, the only reason why I don't think anything wrong with that is because it's so far away from any of the caps. The other chip it could be is this ASC. I mean, there is some nasty corrosion around there, but let's put it together and we'll test it. If not, then we'll work on the ASC chip. The ASC is the Apple Sound chip. Okay, so we will snap this back in. Now I'm using this housing because this is a broken housing. I did buy another one, so if this one breaks any, I'm not gonna be crying over it. Could it have been those ferrite beads all along? It could very well be. I've had SE30 boards that I've completely rebuilt and faulty ferrite beads stop it from even powering up. So okay, so screen, let's go put you in. Where this frame is broken is an area that I cannot fix because I cannot. Um, it's too stressful. It's too stressful of a spot. Too much strain on it. SCSI, power, battery, the other power. Give you view. Oh, shoot. I don't have the video plugged in yet. Let's see what I get. Lift this up so you can see the screen. Alright, so that really didn't solve much, and I keep on forgetting to check this interrupt button. That could be causing some problems too. They go straight in. That's taking a bit because it was loading these other images. It's gonna crash on me. Yep. So no point even going on because it's doing the thing. So let's get this back out. Scope. Let's go back to scope. I'm gonna take out this interrupt button because something with it is not right. So let's turn this over. It's this one. Everything. I hit the mouse by accident. Just my CPU fan is like going like crazy, but it's only 60%. So okay. Scope view. Scope view does a scope view increases it a little bit for some reason. Look very dirty. Okay, well we'll take them off. We'll take them both off. I have new ones, if anything. Oh, how was your view? Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Let's get you a better view. Uh, there we go. I gotta keep on remembering to check your view. Very crusty, very, look at that, not even want to, I need to give this more heat. How crusted this one is. Now that I got some of that crust off, I can soak up the solder. See, that one cleaned up even easier. See, this side, all the solder doesn't want to come out. Sorry, this is going to be out of view. I just got to heat this up and then I can pull it out. All right, let's look at the holes now. Ugh. See how that crust just came off of that? See, this is the ground side. It takes a lot of heat and I don't want to come out. All right, I'm taking this off. I have to pull it and why does that not want to come out? Both of those are straight now. The reset one. This is the bad one. Well, at least I think it's bad. All right, let's clean this up. Looks nasty, but nothing that a little bit of flux and cleaning and wick will not take care of. Looks nasty in there. Oof. See what I mean by nasty, y'all? Sucker's got a lot of ground right there. Your view okay? Yeah, your view is pretty good, but yeah, there's still a lot of solder in that one. I have to come back from the other side now. I might just put two new tactical switches. I actually have them, so don't think that went through. No. Well, are we through? Yeah, we are through. Yeah. Okay, it's just a little dirty still. This one I know we're not, so. This is the one that we're still not through. Okay, so I still can't get through, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some new solder. By adding a new solder, what it does is that I can now heat this up. And the solder will transfer the heat to the other one. Now what I'll do is I will come back now and try to suck it all up. Okay, that side. We go back to the other side and try it again from that side now. solder in there hard. Guys, give me 1 second here. Oh, sorry, I had to deal with something on the phone there. Anyway, let's see if we can get this out now. All right. Okay. I am at 400. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Could it be? Could it be? Could I be that lucky? Nope. So you don't even want to start melting. I got the flux melting, the metal's starting to melt. There it goes. It's coming up. I'm gonna have to do this outside of the scope because I can't get a good view. I can't get it on there straight to suck it up because the scope is in the way. Down here, I'm just trying to get one of these. Dumps out more than it sucks up. You know what? I have a brand new sucker. Let me get that. Maybe one brand new will give me a bit better sucking power. Oh boy, this thing is annoying me. Let's try it from the other side and see. Wow, look at all that solder in there. Alright, now let's see if I can suck this out. A very large ground plane. Trying to see if I can get that metal, that soldered on there to start melting. There it goes. Come on, come on, come on, melt again. Hmm. Wow. Alright, we get it out. You see, now it's all moved over to the other side. Alright, so now if we go to the bottom then. I'd be that lucky. Yay! Finally went through. Okay, so now I can clean all of this off. Ay, ay, ay. Those are the two spots. Sometimes it can be a real pain to get that stuff cleaned off. So now what I'm checking here, let's see if how your focus is. Okay, yours is okay too. Okay. Don't see no broken traces there. That's all good. See, ground, ground. So on both sides, those should have ground, but then on the back side, they should be have something that runs to the other side. So this is all good. It comes with that resistor. This one should be the reset. And that should be the interrupt. No broken traces or nothing. So with that, let's check these tactile switches. Okay, this was the one from the this was the interrupt one. Yeah, let's use these two. Okay, we'll put one on one side. You're very intermittent. While the one at the reset. Reset one, not even giving me anything, but yet it was working. Or was this the interrupt one? This switch not even working. I guess this was the interrupt one. Mm-mm. Okay, well, I'm gonna switch them both anyway. I'm not gonna. But what I need from them is I need to separate the support. Okay, so if we look at this, it's got a support, you see, so the switch and the support. So basically, I gotta pry something in here and then take off the support. I have these supports also 3D printed. All right, let me find my tactile switches. They're in my SE30 bag of stuff. That came out of something. Watch this be the last bag I take out. No, so I must have passed it. All right, I'm just busy reading what is. Yeah, there they are. They're in a bag with some wrapping around. It's bubble wrap. I don't have that many of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more, 6 more. Okay, means 3 boards. All right, now these are made to go flat on a surface. You see, because you can see that the pins are like that. So I need to take 2 of these and just bend them up straight. Okay, and now I can take my backing and snap that back into place. Okay, and then there's one. So just take and bend these flat. And there you go. So now put those two on the board like that. Oh, the backing came off. Sometimes what I will do is I'll take these top pins and I'll bend them just to hold the backing. Okay. And those fit in pretty good, so I can flip it over. They're the highest point on the board, so I can push down on them and solder it. Alright, so I'll get my soldering iron. I'll solder one side right now. I'll solder one leg and then just push down. Okay, so now I push down on it, I hold it. Okay, so now that should be good. Now this is the hard one. This is the one with the ground. Clean my tip. Okay, we'll come to the other side now. I'll do the non-ground. Okay, there we go. Tactical switches are on. Okay, so really I didn't switch anything else. I mean, if we look at the switches now, there they are, nice and good and solid. Okay. I didn't switch anything else yet, and I mean, I'm still wondering, but we can do some exploratory looking. What I'm looking here is at these CPU legs. You see, so I'm just trying to make sure that those are all on good. Now here, I don't have that good of a view. All right, see, CPU looks good, looks on real good. Still got that Apple Sound chip that's in that area. Um, if you recall, I did clean up a lot of this stuff. Some of these I did not remove. I just reflowed them, like these here. Yeah, I just reflow those legs. Getting hungry. I need to go cook. Not the prettiest reflow. Makes me wonder about that Apple sound chip. This one I reflowed also. Okay. The power management. Is there anything here that might be shortening this out? These caps are not touching anything. I think this comes out of this. I have a board without a cap right here, so I can see, I can go see where this comes from, because you see how close that is. It may be making contact. That's a SCSI crystal oscillator. The hell is that? No, none of that for. Looks like someone removed this chip because the legs are not on very straight. Mm. That's the glue chip. I mean, CPU glue. It does do some important tasks. All right, let's hang it off the edge and see if we can see something wrong with it. All right, looks all pretty. I just don't get it with that. Why that's sticking up like I see that. I really don't see anything strange here. All right, I'm gonna pause this video, y'all, because I'm gonna go and cook and eat. I'm gonna go cook something and eat something, and then I will continue recording when I get back. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, folks. Well, I had my lunch. I cooked a nice steak and rice and vegetables, and I had that, so I'm good and happy and full. Uh, oh, my friend came by and picked up his laptop also, and paid me the money that I had to buy some new RAM for him. Upped it, upped it a bit. So I don't know if to try this with just those switch changes or to take off this ASC chip and redo it too. But I think I better take it off because it's in a bad area. I feel more comfortable if I clean that up. So we're gonna continue. Um, let's see where we are here. Okay, this is the Apple Sound chip. That should be it right there. So let's go ahead and heat this up. We'll get it off of there. So, I'm full, so full. Oh, this chip giving me a hard time to come off. Maybe it's so corroded on there. And let's take a look at that spads. Oh yeah, it looks a bit rough. Okay, I'm gonna zoom back in. I need to get a better look and see, make sure nothing is kind of messed up here. I'll do a good look again too after cleaning it. Alright, let's put some flux. The board's still gonna be pretty hot. Iron went off, so I gotta give it a few seconds here to come back on. Oh yeah, very dirty. I can see in the way that it's behaving. Okay, I need some more flux on that. This side's pretty good. Now that flux you see because I'm doing browns because it's got a lot of heat. I'm using 400 degrees here. But sometimes on this baked on stuff you need to use a bit higher degrees. So let's do one more pass around. This side was the worst. Okay. I'm gonna lower it now. You see what I see there? See that? Little solderable. I got that one capacitor down there I want to check too. That I found a little bit too close to that other trace. Okay, now we're good and clean. Look at that. Beautiful. I really don't see any issues with any traces. Don't see any broken traces, so these smaller caps are actually holding. I mean, they haven't blown or done anything bad. Okay, so I'm gonna put some pillows back down. Now it's nice and clean. The pillows go over the whole thing. Okay. Take a look at the chip itself now. Yeah, let's give this a little bit of heat on it. See how on that corner it was a bit of that solder gunk. Okay. All right, let's go put this back on the board now. I'm gonna zoom this out a little bit so I can see all pads. Okay, chip orientation. Let's see. Here's the notch. So like this. Okay, let's pick it up. Start heating this up a little bit. It's like I got one side to do. Okay. I'm gonna tone them out. I feel safer doing it. So I need my two. Pick there. Here. All right, now you may not see it, but you can probably hear what I'm doing. So by walking it like this, I can check and see if there's a bridge. Okay, so like you see, I'll start on two. I'll go here. If there is a bridge between this and this, while here, I would hear it. Okay, walking legs, walk it. Chip is all good. I want to see that one cap. See, it might be right. It might have to go there because I mean it could come in from over here, over, and then out. Because or else why else would they have it like actually that? See, where does this go here? Goes under there, but then I don't know where it goes after that. There it is right there. All right, let me go check that other board I have just to be sure about that trace. I can still talk while I'm walking over to it. Probably supposed to go that way anyway. Yeah, it is. It's fine. Those two are supposed to be connected. All right, so I can put all of these away. Put my meter away. So I'm okay with that trace. let's test it. What can I do, right? Let's give it a test and see where we're at. Um, Let me give this a bit of a cleaning here. After this, I mean, my next move then is to start checking out ROM and RAM. So, anyway, all right, let's slide this back in here. Oh, I need to put you in the other view. This may be my last go at this today. Um, I may come back to it later on tonight, but I'm gonna take a break, clear my mind, maybe do a little bit more researching. I'm not getting something not right. I'm not even getting a sound, a beep. All right, something I made worse. It's not going into the tactile either. Something about that sound chip. You know what? I'm gonna let it dry for a bit because I still have alcohol in that in it. I'll let it dry and cool down in that, and I'll come back to this. I'll be back, folks. I'm gonna step away for a few minutes. Hey, folks, I come back to this portable. Um, I'm gonna have to take that sound chip back off again. Uh, Something with the. It's got to be one of the. It's got to be the reset of it. It's not right. I may need to put down some solder mask on some of those traces that run very close to it. So something with the sound chip did not go right. And when I was putting it on, it was moving around quite a bit. So we'll take it back off again and clean it and try it again. Usually that fixes a lot of the problems. Oh, it's all pretty good. Okay. So there was one area there that I was really worried about with the trace. That I want to make sure I get some solder mask on it. And if you look here, you can see right there where you can see right here where this trace runs in between the two pads and it's exposed. So I want to cover that up. Good, 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 good. All these other ones are good. Not worry about that one. Okay, so that's really the only one that I was worried about. That one over there. This is okay. There's nothing else there around it, and it's the only trace that comes to it. Okay, that way those two don't look melted. This is the swim chip. Remember that we did earlier? This one I took off completely. Alright, so let's put some solder mask on that spot. Really don't need much at all. And I'll come back and clean all that up. All on those, I will just scrape it off. Once it cures, so let me put the light on it. You'll see in a minute how I can take all that excess off. Oh, I need the hot air for me to put it back. Okay. Okay, so that's really much cured. Now, with any scraper, I can come and they're good there. Cure that some more. So anyway, in the meantime, that's curing. Let's take a look at the chip. Chip, chip looks fine. I'm going to show you all another way of putting this on instead of using hot air. By using the soldering iron, if I can get it in there. Just want this to cure good. Because really, the only other thing I've changed is these two switches, but that would not have. Those are rock solid there. That would not have changed anything. All right, so how? Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put down some flux, quite a bit there. Find my orientation of where they're supposed to be. All right. Then with the soldering iron now, I'm gonna come. I can rest these on the pad. Okay. 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 Last but not least, this final side. Okay, there we go. We want to verify. Like this one leg here. Yeah, I don't like doing it this way too much, but see, you got that leg is still loose. Last side. Okay, we're all good. All right, so let me brush this off. Hope I didn't fry this chip and took steps backwards now. Could be that we just didn't have a good contact on a leg. Even though I toned it out, it might have just been touching, but not a good solder joint. All right, let's put this back together. We'll take a look and see. If not, I mean, I'm gonna halt on it tonight, and I may go work on something else. Does not want to go down. All right, mouse, trackball, keyboard, cables. How many times I've done this already, huh? Some might be saying, oh, well, you're in the wrong area and all that, eventually I'll get to the right spot. Speak up and tell me where the problem could be. That would be amazing. Till then, this board is a pain in the ass to work on because you can't really test it outside of the case. All right, we got boot. Yep, I got pointer. It's moving around. Let's see if I have interrupt. No, now I have interrupt. I didn't have that before. Let's do a reset. Okay, cool. At least I solved that interrupt problem. Bad switch. That might solve my other problem too. Well, no, I didn't. Well, I didn't get that error. Now you see? Still getting it. This has got to be ROM or RAM. This is these buttons and that come from ROM. So still getting that issue with it locking up every now and then. This is time is it? 4:49. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a pause again. Sorry. I'm gonna go and check on my mother. It's 5 o'clock here almost, so go take a check on her and that, and come back, and maybe I'll take those ROMs and clean them and put them back on. Okay, I'll be back. All right, folks, I've come back. Went to my mother, came back, took a shower, chilled a little bit, relaxed. I'm still debating some things here. I want to see. Yeah, I don't need a SCSI for this. I don't care if it boots up or not. I want to see what my voltage output is. It's not going to have a negative 12-volt rail. I find that one a bit high. That's 5.18. That's a 5 volts. A little bit high. The 12 volt is dead on 12. 518 is a little bit high, but then again, I don't have a hard drive in here right now. I don't have. So I still got a problem here with some of this stuff. Unfortunately, you see, the thing is that the things are so hard to find, to get a hold of. I'm gonna remove the ROMs and put them back on, and that. I don't know how much more of this one I'm gonna do tonight. Um, the show I watch, and that Old World Tech Friday, it's starting at 7 my time, which is 8 US. I don't need to take this out. Just this one. So I'll record a little bit more here and try and see what I can figure out. But yeah, let's see what we can. Sorry, I'm just taking the stuff out and getting it ready and that. So I'm just trying to see where. I'm wondering where else I could have a problem with this. I asked if the tech step would work on the portable, and the person told me no, it doesn't. All right, let's switch you over to the scope view. And yeah, I think we're gonna take off these ROM chips. Um, these are the memory chips. Some of them look kind of not all, but up here too, up in the front. Some of them seem to have some pretty bad solder. Yeah, I don't like how some of these look. I mean, some of them, they're still connected. I mean, they're just, they look rough. They look. Yeah, I swear some of these look like they're loose. I don't want to use that. That will damage my tweezers. It's a lot of memory chips. I mean, it's 8, 16, 24. I don't feel like taking off 24 chips, but I swear some of these things look like they're so loose. But so far, they seem to be holding. I mean, look at these. They just look terrible. But I don't find any obvious loose ones yet. Second to the second chip to the end. Oh, look at that. I might have just found my problem. I don't know if y'all see it. Mm-mm. Alright, I need my meter. I need to check some continuity here. Alright, for this, I'm going to zoom this out a little bit so I can see more, because... One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me check another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No continuity there. That one, yes. Okay, so 6 to 6, I don't have anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Up in 20, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Have it up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth chip. Okay, yes. Look at that one. This one doesn't go anywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It goes. Okay, so then these alternate chips. Okay. Not there. Not there. Not there. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next one. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Alright, what pin 20 doing? What's that pin 20? Hold on, give me 1 second here. Look at the schematic. Let's go to the memory section. Here. Okay, pin 20 is actually chip select. So that would seem right. Okay, so I'm gonna keep on looking at some of these and seeing. My focus still pretty good there. No, it looks awful. It looks awful for y'all. I'm sorry. There we go. All right, so I did the first two rows. So we're gonna do this one now. I'm gonna zoom this back in. Checking these chip legs. The further away I get from caps, the better they look. 'Cause some of them still look so rough. Like it's like what the hell is holding them on? I mean, is it? Cause soon I gotta end. Because I wanna close off and clean. If I can get signal from here to here, all it is gonna tell me is if there's any traces broken. 11. 11 only goes up to here. What is 11? All right, 11 is address line 0. But why does that? That's strange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, I got 3, 1, 2, 3 here. 1, 2, 3 here. 1, 2, 3 here. 1, 2, 3 here. I don't have it. Why D0 should be going, oh well, hold on. Yeah, that's our data. Our data 0. Now that's the upper and the lower, okay. So down here it's 0 and then 0 through 8, or 0 through 7, 8 through 8 to 15. Give us our 16-bit. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Okay. Okay, so all that's correct. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so 15. All right, so 15 continues with the address lines 11, 12, 13. 14 was ground. Um, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So here then 15. Not here. All right. Should not have it here, but should have it again here. Here. High resistance here. Very high resistance. That should be pin 20 now that I'm on. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 2, 3. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 15, 16, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to be on this chip here. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Not getting nothing. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Nothing. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Should be getting it there. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Same chip. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Third one up. 1, 2, 3. Third one up. 1, 2, 3. Here. This one. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Not getting it. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, just something here is broken. Something here is broken. Anyway, I might have hit it. I think I might have found it. But folks, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end this one because I'm already pretty long here. I'm 3 hours and 41 minutes. Yes, I'm not in NASA anymore. Like I said, I took a shower and all that and cleaned off. It was very hot here today. So anyway, folks, thank you again for watching. I'm sorry this video might seem a bit boring, but it's just the type of work this is. I can't help that. I do not edit my videos. I do not script them. I do not cut pieces out. It is what it is. This is the work it takes to problem solve these things. You see it in the actually raw form, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to paint it as a nice, easy picture for you because it's not that. This is hours and hours of painstaking trial and error. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm gonna sign off now. Remember to check my site, kmacvintage.com. That'll take you to my coffee site. I have a shop there. I have feeds. I have blog. I have pictures, and I have all sorts of things there that you can find. You can also donate and help the channel out. Yay, we appreciate it. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please give me my thumbs up. Um, anyway, I'm gonna go join old Old World Friday Tech. I'm gonna watch them for a little bit and then probably join in on their um, feed afterwards. Anyway, um, be on the lookout for episode number 3, part 3 on this series, and we will see you then, everyone. Take care. Bye bye.